this is Janine.
And this is Kendra with a C. Hey, y'all.
And we're Candid and Crowned.
Yes.
Today we're going to talk about natural hair versus wigs and weaves, and which one do we think is more preferred. So we have some questions that we're going to be answering, and we'll go from there. So question one.
Do you prefer wearing your natural hair or do you lean more towards wigs and weaves and why?
You want to go first?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I prefer my natural hair now, but when I was younger, I did love to wear a lot of wigs, ponytails. But right now, for me at this age, I believe that I just love my hair natural. Now, I don't mind sew in or ponytail every once in a while, but I do love my natural hair and I want to continue to grow my natural hair and make it to the length that I would prefer. And then I don't think that I would ever wear wigs or weave. That's just my opinion.
Are you talking about now? Like right now, you wouldn't prefer wigs or weaves?
No, at this age that I am, I wouldn't prefer wigs or weaves.
Okay.
But I would wear it every once in a while. Like I would get a sew in or something. Maybe if I'm going somewhere. But an everyday thing, no, I wouldn't.
Okay.
It just feels unnatural to me. I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't done it in a while. But every time, not trying to be funny, every time when I try to put it on now, it just feels, I don't know, like fake. I don't know.
Okay. I get it. Okay. For me, I like my natural, obviously, because I got it out right now. I like my natural, but when it comes to time where I'll be like, oh, I want to get some braids in, with extensions, maybe add some color in there. Maybe one day I'll probably get a sew in. And I always wanted to try a Vixen sew in, but I never had it. But those look fine. You know what I mean? Fine. But
Okay. Yeah, braids. Okay. I don't. Okay, so along the braids, okay, so wigs and weaves, braids. I feel like braids are more of a protective style versus, well, I guess all of them are because you can braid your hair down low. But I would prefer braids out of all of them. And then the sew and weave, and then wigs would be the last resort.
And I wouldn't mind throwing on a wig or two here and there, but that's not my first preference because I'm trying to grow my hair out healthily. Is healthily a word?
Girl, listen, you can still put on a wig and grow it healthily because your hair can be braided underneath.
Yeah.
What
That's
you
true.
talking about, like the glue?
I
Maybe
just
it might
don't. I
look-
don't like the glue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lose some people on this, but I just don't like the glue. I don't like. I just feel like it just when you take it off, it be snatching your edges out, and I don't like it. But it's just my preference. They look beautiful with the lace fronts.
They do.
With the edges already attached. That'd be looking pretty to me.
What do you? Okay.
The lace fronts when
But they also have the wigs that you don't have to glue. They have
the glueless.
Yes.
I didn't get that far, so that part.
Yeah.
But I'm down with the wigs and the weaves, but right now I prefer the natural hair. In the future, I don't know what I'm leaning towards, but I know for me, the what is it? Box braids that grow my hair because I got this oil. Shout out to Amila Cosmetics. You know what I mean? I get that oil. Oof, baby. Keep your hair trimmed. Get that oil in. Wash your hair every 2 weeks. You good. Go to AmilaCosmetics.com. You good.
Okay.
Winning. Okay, so we had question number 2. Hey.
Do you think society pursues Black women to choose between natural hair and wigs/weaves, and how does that affect your decision?
Well, society. So, like, for instance, work, they require you to do certain hairstyles. So I feel like that pressures you to be more of a wig and weave type person. Not only because certain places they look down on natural hair and they don't like the dreads, they don't like the braids,
Cornrows, for example. Yeah.
I mean, I know we love it, but it's just not what society likes for us.
Society likes the European look. as far as like straight hair or even some straight hair with a little bit of curls in it. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as it's extensions, aka wigs. You know,
Or maybe your hair natural, but like with a like perm or something, like so it's straighter
the creamy
and not
crack.
more.
The creamy crack.
Yeah, but I feel like it does. It does.
What do you think natural hair represents to you compared to wigs and weaves?
I feel like natural hair to me is expressing myself. I'm being real. I'm being authentic. I'm being the best version of myself. You know, not. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with adding hair to my hair, but I just feel like I'm free. Like let it flow. You know. So I just feel like it's just a way of like just being yourself. You know what I mean? You can do whatever. Like even if somebody judge you, because I wear my natural hair and I go out and I go to a store or something, people be looking at me like I got dookie on my face. And so I be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm not insecure about anything. You know what I mean? At this point, you know, but I love wearing my natural hair and it doesn't bother me and I love it. And
Yeah,
I love it.
I think
Hey.
okay. So my answer to that question is that I feel like we should be more like connected to our roots, and I feel like our roots need to be, showing sometimes. But you don't have to be natural all the time.
Literally.
But just, sometimes I believe that you can do it. But I know
I like,
people don't
switch it
prefer it.
up a little bit.
But
But, be natural as well. You know what I mean? Because a lot of places, a lot of people, they judge us by wearing our natural hair. And I feel like that's a problem. I'm not finna go too deep into that, but baby, I'm an African American female. You know what I mean? So
yes. And I feel like no, you know what? But I feel like every other culture they do it because it's their hair. Why should we be scared to wear our own hair? Or like I just feel like we don't feel like it's accepted to us yet. I don't know why. I just feel like maybe because society has made us feel like we have to like dumb a lot of stuff down that we do.
from the beginning of time,
So
baby.
it's like I feel like this is ours. Like why
Mhm.
can't we do what we want with our hair? But no.
Have you ever felt judged for choosing natural hair over wigs slash weaves, or vice versa? How does that make you feel?
Well, when I was younger, it depends like on the hair length, I believe. Like you just wear your braids. Like that's not funny. Like in Africa, people braid their hair back, and they go to the store, and like it's acceptable because that's the norm. But you go to the store, you braid your hair back. People be like, "Girl, what is? Why you didn't comb your hair? Why you didn't put a wig on? Why you didn't?" I'm like, "What you mean? Like I can't just be naturally me going somewhere." So I feel like that's judgment. And also, I've been in places where I felt like I had to wear wigs and weaves to fit in with society, to fit in with just other people.
Mhm.
Like where we live, in our state, basically,
Arizona.
I feel like so basically I lived in different states where I feel like I can express myself. Like I lived in New York. I feel like in New York City, you can wear your hair out. You can any color, yellow, pink, green, blue. You can have it natural. You can have it braided. You could have it cut on one side and hair on the other side. And people don't judge you because it's like I feel like that city's like a
And you said New
self
York, right?
expression. Yes, in New York.
Okay.
I feel like in Arizona where we're at, like you gotta look a certain way. You gotta have certain hairstyle. Like no,
And where
people.
particularly?
I said Arizona.
No, like what type of like break it down for me.
Like what type?
Jobs, like what type of
Well, I feel
jobs
like
are
everywhere. Not trying to be funny. I just feel like the state of Arizona is not acceptable of like
black people?
certain. Well, not just that. Because not trying to be funny. Our own people do you not trying to be funny? Do you like that? Like, if you have braids, people are like, why you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might not, like, maybe at our age, maybe not, but I know, like, in high school and stuff, you're supposed, you know.
I've experienced a lot of guys telling me, not necessarily white, and I'm not trying to bring race into it, but the authentic experience that I've experienced, black guys, they say people are scared of me because of my dreads. Like, I'll be in a store one day and I'll say hi to somebody, they, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, they seen a ghost. And, you know, one person told me, they were like, "Oh, your dreads just scare me. It seems like you're the boogeyman."
Wait,
you know, I don't know if somebody told him he was the boogeyman, but that's how he felt. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names.
Wait, you talking about it was a
somebody out here that moved out here from Chicago? He had dreads, and he just
he was saying for him.
For him, he felt he felt like the boogeyman. He felt like,
well, no, it's because it's not. No offense, it's not. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation because not trying to be funny. It's not dreads, but it could be just like a look, but. Okay, but it has nothing to do with conversation. But
it is his natural hair, though.
But no, when we walk in, not trying to be funny, when we walk in certain spaces in this city, in this town, in this state, because when I got back from New York, not trying to be funny, New York is very diverse, but in this state, girl, I was in Aldi's walking down.
Don't you know we from here?
Aldi's walking down the aisle, and I had to walk in between two people, and they were like I'm like, like, excuse me, like, but it was like they was kind of like nervous, like, I'm like, what? Can I get some fruit? I just grabbed the fruit and go, but I'm just like,
what store was you at? Whole Foods, Sprouts? No, not Sprouts. Sprouts, the Sprouts be popping, but Whole Foods.
I was at Aldi's.
You said who?
Aldi's.
What? Who's Aldi's?
Dude, don't they got an Aldi's over there on 50 something?
ALDYS.
Oh my God.
Is it a restaurant or a grocery store?
It's a grocery store.
Aldi's. Girl, you on some bougie stuff.
That ain't even bougie.
What? I heard of Whole Foods. I heard of AJ Fine Food. But where's Aldi's at?
I'll tell you what Aldi's is at later. We're not talking about Aldi's, okay? Next question.
If you can choose between one natural hairstyle for the rest of redo.
Keep going.
If you can choose one natural hair or wig/weave for the rest of your life, which would you pick and why?
That's a good question.
Okay, so I would choose my own hair only because it's best that I take care of it, learn how to take care of it, and your hair can grow the length of the weave. Like, if you wanted to wear weave, you can grow it to whatever length that you want to grow it to.
I'm trying to have my hair down my AH.
And I feel like you could always cut it and start over. But I don't know. I think I would choose my natural hair because I think that. Well, maybe with our hair you could do it a whole bunch of different ways with wigs and weaves and braids and stuff. But I think I would choose my natural hair.
But look, I ain't no hairdresser. I'm gonna let you know right now. You know what I mean? And natural hair take maintenance, especially if you want to keep it healthy and strong. Excuse me. If you want to keep it healthy and strong. You know what I mean? But I love my natural hair. I absolutely love it. But the maintenance, it does take work. But just like anything else, your nails, your feet, you know what I mean? Your shower regimen, all that stuff, which don't have nothing to do with this. But anyways, I would rather have my natural hair. But if it was one style that I would have to choose, it'll be my natural hair. But like, it'll have to be like, I have to be versatile. Cornrows here and there, box braids, like I'm a tomboy. Okay, so I'm a tomboy.
Wait. No, you only got one option. Is braids an option? Is this
so
braids
one
on the lines of wigs and weaves? Because that's.
If it's with your natural hair, like with braids, then that counts. But if it's with weave, that's what you would pick.
But weaves are so beautiful, especially sew-ins.
Okay, so you either got your natural hair or you
But
got.
sew-ins are so pretty. But I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a hairdresser, and I can't.
You can only have one. That's it. Pick one.
But I'm just
You can't go
expressing.
versatile.
But
it didn't ask you that. They said, can you give one or two?
okay, natural hair. Natural hair.
All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to our episode.
This is our first episode, y'all.
Hey!
Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's our first video. Like we said before, you know, we in here like swimwear. You know what I mean? So, you got anything to say?
Alrighty, so we would like to hear you guys' responses to the questions that were asked today. So please go ahead and comment and like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Piggyback off our answers. Whatever you got to say it. We open to anything. And that's that, boo.
Alrighty. Until the next episode.
Toodle.